All across America, incredibly talented artisans make amazing objects the old-fashioned way, by hand. On this episode of Handcrafted America, patterns are for wimps.
You just drew that free-handed. There's no pattern?
Well, no.
In Franklin, Tennessee, this father and son team are leather tooling legends.
We used to cover Waylon's guitars.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Just in case you were wondering.
Bill McMahon's chessboard in Volcano, Hawaii erupts with beautiful hand-carved chess pieces.
You just try to turn each piece using your eyes.
And in Seabrook, New Hampshire, Don Felix knows which way the wind blows.
I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, so I've got my life into it.
These guys live life outside the lines.
I can color, okay? This is not anything like a coloring book.
Franklin, Tennessee may not be the wild, wild west, but it's got two of the best leathersmiths this side of the Mississippi. And they're gonna be making me my own set of leather chinks. And that's cowboy talk for short chaps. So saddle up and follow me. In a small garage just outside of Nashville in Franklin, Tennessee, father and son team Terry and Austin Lankford have built a big reputation for their custom-made leather pieces.
So what are some of the things that you make?
We do saddles and shaps and guitar straps, and we cover guitars. We used to cover Waylon's guitars.
Waylon Jennings.
Yeah.
Just in case you were wondering.
Local working cowboys come to Terry and Austin for more fundamental fare. Their hand-tooled short chaps, known as leather chinks, are a particular favorite because they make a cowboy's job easier.
They use them a lot when you're working around livestock. Use them around barns when you're checking fences. You don't get them caught in stuff, and it's cooler in the summer.
Function is the most important thing. And no matter how pretty it is, function comes first.
So Terry, tell me about the ones we're gonna be making for me today.
We're gonna soup them up.
We're gonna soup 'em
Make
up.
them really girly, nice.
I like that, a little flashy.
Yeah.
We add some fringe on them?
Yeah, lots of fringe.
Just right up my alley. I love me some fringe. Cool.
All right, we take our measurements here and we add them to the pattern.
So how many different types of leather do you use for one pair of chinks?
Well, in this case, we're gonna use two. This is a softer leather that we use for the
yeah.
body of the chaps,
Nice.
whereas the tooling leather for the part around the top is not gonna be as flexible.
All right, it's time to cut some leather.
Austin cuts the first leg and then flips the leather over to make a mirror image for the second leg. But this time, he shows me one of his dad's time-saving tricks using, of all things, baby powder.
Nice little shortcut here.
You powder the edges, and then when you lift this up, you've got a tray. That is so smart.
Now, voila.
After we cut the second leg, it's time to start embellishing.
We want a little scalloped yoke to cover our buckles up.
Okay.
So normally you'll just do that.
You just drew that free-handed. There's no, no pattern?
Well, no.
The pattern's in here.
They're all different. So, you know, if you had patterns, you'd have 100 patterns and you'd spend more time looking through them than you would actually doing it. So you just do it.
Austin steps in to make the buckles, which are glued on and covered with the free-handed scallops. Next, it's all sewn down for reinforcement. With over 40 years in the business, Terry has honed his craft to perfection.
Where'd you learn how to sew like that?
Making dresses.
You did not.
You're right.
A head knife is used to cut the stiffer tooling cowhide that will adorn the chinks.
Just kind of lean on it. It'll roll right out there.
You gotta put some muscle into that.
Yeah.
The sheer volume of tools speak to Terry and Austin's commitment to detail, functionality, and of course, durability.
We think 20 years. Every time we do something, we think, if this won't last 20 years, we're gonna do it a different way. When you do it like that, you end up with something that will last a while.
Terry uses a stamp to create a flower pattern on the leather. Then I try my hand at a tool called a swivel knife, which reveals the shape.
Just like a coloring book. Yep, you just follow a line.
I can color, okay? This is not anything like a coloring book.
Next, Austin shows me how he uses a pear shader to add color and shadows to the leather.
So you pick a leaf and you take your little pear shader You put it right in the tip of the leaf and you smack it, then you walk it out.
Smack it and walk it out.
Smack it and walk it out.
After tooling is complete, Terry applies a light stain to the leather. It adds dimension, highlights the shadows, and makes the design pop. Terry sews the tooled pieces onto the legs of the leather chinks.
How much would these chinks cost? How much would you sell these for?
A little over 400.
400? What's the most satisfying part about this process for you?
Seeing them 10 years from now when people have been using them the whole time. Mm-hmm. Okay, we're gonna cut you some fringe.
Okay.
And it's all you do is just put the knife in and drag it to you. Just straight to you.
I made a fringe! Terry, bring them on in.
Here we go,
Look
young
at
lady.
these. They're so pretty. Oh my gosh, these are beautiful. I feel like a real cowgirl.
Yeah, look like one.
How do I look?
You look like one.
I love them. They're beautiful. Thanks, guys. You did excellent. This is exquisite work.
Plenty of fringe.
Imagine the commitment it takes to not only learn and perfect a craft, but to also create your own materials for it.
I planted all these trees. I planted about 40 of them about 20 years ago.
See this right here? This is black sand. It's made from volcanic rock, which is the same as all of these rocks around here. And I'm actually headed to a place called Volcano, Hawaii to meet a man who makes chess pieces. What's that got to do with Hawaii? I'm gonna show you.
On the big island of Hawaii, kings, queens, and even knights have returned to prominence, and they're all doing battle on Bill McMahon's handcrafted koa and mango wood chess sets.
Koa is a royal wood of Hawaii. It's indigenous to Hawaii. It's actually the only place in the world that it grows.
When the Hawaiians first immigrated here, probably somewhere around 28,000 years ago, this was the tree that they used for making their canoes.
We're actually in your front yard and you have koa trees. Is
We are.
this where you get your koa trees for your chess pieces?
This is where I get some of it.
Yeah.
I planted all these trees. There's probably about 14 of them still standing. I planted about 40 of them about 20 years ago.
Yeah.
I like to work with it because it's just a beautiful chocolate-colored wood, and everybody who comes to Hawaii, they want to go home with a piece of koa.
So how did you get into this?
A friend of mine taught me how to turn on his lathe. I'm the only person, as far as I know, on the planet that makes koa versus mango chess sets turned on a lathe.
Wow.
10 years and 50 chess sets later, his made-to-order pieces take 6 to 8 weeks to complete, and they all start the same way, with the cutting of a tree.
Woo!
One of the things that people like the most about koa is it has something in it called curl. And curl is like waves that you'll see when the piece is completely finished.
I know you also use mango, right?
Yeah, mango's a really light wood. This is a dark wood. And mango versus koa on a chessboard is really obvious to tell the difference between the two. Mango's a prevalent wood here as well. It's a really beautiful wood to work with.
I always like that smell.
Then what we would do is, well, we would do the same thing several times with this piece, and then many, many, many
Gotcha.
pieces. And then we take them into my drying room, and they dry for 6 to 9 months.
I'm thinking I can find something to do on the island for that long.
6 to 9 months, no problem.
Bill places the koa block on the lathe so he can begin to create an intricate pawn from the simple block of wood. He uses a set of gouging tools to carve.
This is a pawn, and this is going to be the template for all of my other pawns. You just do the best you can to try to turn each piece exactly the same as the last piece using your eye.
So when someone gets your chess pieces, they know that every single piece
is hand turned.
is hand turned.
And I just constantly check to see that I'm getting the right sizes, the right depth.
Next, Bill uses a durable sandpaper to make the wood glow.
It's looking pretty shiny now.
Beautiful. What is this tool called?
So it's called a cheddar tool, and what it does is it puts a little raffia work around each piece.
Like a little lay.
Yeah, like a little lei. It'll look like a lei when it's done. And it kind of personalizes them. When you look at the pieces from far away, it looks like they have the identical lei around them, but as you look at them closer, you can tell that every single lei is different because this tool, like all of my pieces, doesn't do anything twice the same.
You see these teeny tiny little lays on here? Once Bill puts his special finish on it, they're gonna pop right out.
The pieces are just the beginning. Now, Bill has to make a board fit for a queen, and that requires some serious attention to detail.
These need to be all put back in the same order because they're going to be put together in the same order.
Check it and made it, Bill. The Big Island of Hawaii is known for its volcanoes, but in the town of Volcano, Bill McMahon is becoming known for something else, his koa and mango wood chess sets. So far, Bill has created a pawn out of koa wood and given it his special signature, a tiny lei carved with a chatter tool. Now he's polishing it with what he refers to as his special sauce. And we tell you what's in it, but it's a secret.
See how Bill's special sauce darkened the lays so you can really see them now?
Over the last decade, Bill has mastered the lathe, but there's one piece that's extremely challenging to make.
So what's different about the queen?
The queen's got 4 layers to it, and making a ball on the inside like that with 2 larger pieces, that's what makes it the most difficult.
Bill carefully uses his gouging tools to create the curves of the queen, which will ultimately resemble real Hawaiian royalty.
Hawaiian women wear long dresses that start here and go all the way down to the floor. They're called muumuus. And, you know, that kind of looked like a muumuu to me. So next step is we need to weight the pieces.
Why do you weight the pieces?
Basically because they feel better when they're heavy. And so what I use is melted lead. The lead in that little cauldron right there is melted. Okay, and then I'll turn this off. What we're gonna do is pour that in there just until it gets to the top, fills it up so it's nice and flat on the bottom. And then we do the same thing for the queen. Fill it up till it's nice and flat on the bottom. And then we'll felt the bottoms. You got it. You got
Finally, felt goes onto the bottom of the piece.
it. Nice and straight. Looks good, looks good, looks good.
Look at that, look at that. Boom!
The felt on the bottom keeps the piece from scratching the chessboard, which Bill sometimes makes as well. And again, it's all about the koa and mango wood. First, Bill cuts strips of the mango and koa wood to a 1/16 of an inch width. Then, he stacks the pieces and cuts them to the correct length.
These need to be all put back in the same order because they're going to be put together in the same order.
Next, the squares are laid out in a grid on a piece of plywood with the koa and mango grains going in opposite directions. Bill's chess sets cost $2,500 to $3,500, so he's a stickler for detail.
You can see that all of the koa grain, the darker wood, is running this way. And all of the mango is running this way.
A frame completes the board.
3 coats of polyurethane on it and call it a day. Your move.
King me.
Jill, this is chess, not checkers.
I knew that.
Talk about a challenge. Try making a weather-related product on the New Hampshire coast.
As you know, in New England here, we have wind, and we have ice, and we have snow, and
Have rain.
These weather vanes can withstand any weather system and look good doing it. As Mark Twain once said, if you don't like the weather in New England now,
Just wait a few minutes. Or check your weather vane.
And in Seabrook, New Hampshire, that's easy to do these days. Weather vanes have been guiding sailors home in this area of the country for over 200 years. And local son Don Felix's handcrafted copper creations are bringing this ancient weather tool back into style.
So your weather vanes are, obviously they're very beautiful, but they're also functional.
Absolutely.
Okay.
You have to stand up to the New England, as you know. In New England here, we have wind. And we have ice and we have snow and
have rain.
What sets Don's weather vanes apart from the rest is that he doesn't use a mold for the copper like large manufacturers do. By drawing his designs freehand and shaping them into form using custom tools, he can create one-of-a-kind pieces that truly are works of art.
How long have you been doing this?
I've been doing this since I was 15 years old, so I've got my life into it.
Since you were 15.
In 1983, Don threw caution to the wind and went out on his own. His once part-time job turned into a full-time career of custom work. In this one-man shop, his weather vanes have cowboys, ducks, and yes, even pigs flying.
Is there anything that you can't put on the top of a weather vane?
Well, the only thing that really stops you is the basic construction of a weather vane. A weather vane is like a sail. It has to sail. And there is some technical aspects to it, so it won't vane.
What do you say? What does that
Vane means it vanes in the wind. The weather vane has to point into the wind.
Each one of Don's pieces began with a sheet of copper. This is a 16-ounce sheet. It's soft copper, which means it bends easier.
This is beautiful copper. Oh my goodness. What are we making with this today?
Today we're going to make a swallow weather vane. This is freehand, so I developed this pattern myself. The wing, and this is the top of the body. And
yeah?
It's the basic pattern. This is one of the sides of the body, and I just use a scratch awl. And I just hold the pattern down. And basically the whole piece I would trace out this way. So I'm going to use my electric shears.
Okay.
One roll of copper cost Don about $1,000, so getting the most out of his cuts is crucial.
That's one way to cut out copper.
Next, Don uses hand shears for a precise cut, greasing the shears along the way to make sure they can cut cleanly through the copper.
Yeah.
What is this?
That is, believe it or not, rolled up masking tape. But that's how I learned how to form. And it basically is an indention so I can pound the metal into it, but I'm not scratching or I'm not, bruising the metal.
It's crazy. That feels like wood or...
Well, I've been pounding on that since 1982.
Ow.
It's hand-eye coordination, and you may not see it, but my forearm right now is pushing down on that so it doesn't kink up. You can't just beat on it. You got to kind of do it.
It's got to be a purpose to every single one of your hits.
You got to do it gradually. If you go too big, you just dent it.
Speaking of which, how long will it take you to make, let's just say, this weather vane?
It would take about a week to do it. So I'm just trying to put an edge on it now.
Don uses tools he designed and crafted himself to mold the pieces into shape and create his distinctive detail.
Now I have a whole bench over there that has all this stuff. Now the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a piece of this 3/4 inch round that I ground down. This is one of my tools to do the feathering. And basically, I am going to pound the feathering in, try to stay on that guideline. Why don't you try a couple of them? Like there you go. Yep, you just want to get the end of it. There you go. Oh. It's all right. It's all right. The next thing we're going to do is I have a special hammer that I had to make for this because
handmade tool, right? You had another handmade tool.
He calls it a creasing hammer. Guess what it does? It creases the copper.
Yeah, there you go. You're doing really good with that.
Next, Don begins to assemble the piece by tacking it together with a soldering iron that melts the metal at 450 degrees.
I'm noticing that you're keeping a little separation between
I am. You got to have that room for expansion. You need that space in there. It gives it flexibility as I torque it. In a way, I'm finishing the forming process as I'm soldering it together.
Can you see it? It's starting to look like a swallow.
Next, the wings are tacked together, and then this swallow is almost ready to fly.
And what I want to do is to smooth the solder with the torch. That's the last thing I do. Right. And it also it heats the solder so it really goes into the copper.
You know I'm an angel. I'm a handcrafted angel.
Don places a piece of tubing on the Swallow where it will connect to the roof.
The reason I put the tubing here is so that it will vane. There's more surface area in the rear of it so that it'll be like a sail and spin.
So Don, how do you go from this look of the copper to the more brown look?
When I get done, I clean it up, and I use like a sulfur compound, and it interacts with the copper, and the stronger that it is, the darker it'll make the material.
So let's talk about pricing. What is the price range here?
Oh, they start really at $500 for something very simple.
And go up
They
to-
go up to thousands, yeah.
Ah, it is beautiful. But more than just being beautiful, this bird can weather any New England storm. Guaranteed, right?
That's right.
We guarantee it.
It's so humbling to watch these artisans who are just so on top of their game. They're making their own tools and freehanding and crafting by eye. It makes a girl wonder, can I pull that off?
Austin, I think I messed it up.
No, we don't mess
Don't
up.
tell your dad. Ow! Hot!
Yeah, well, man up.
Not as easy as you just made it look.
Okay, I better leave it to these amazing craftsmen.